Welcome back to 0 to token. This is a challenge where I'm going from 0 gold all the way to a token in WoTLK Classic. The token is currently worth 5,442 gold. So it's went up a little bit since we started this. So that is our goal for this. We're basically doing it all from flipping. And if you'd like to get the groups that I'm using to flip with and a step-by-step guide and the operations on how to actually flip in WoTLK Classic and also in retail, you can get all of that inside of my flipping guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has been getting it lately and all the kind words and the positive feedback it has been getting. You also get access to a private Discord where we help each other out with flipping and gold making in all versions of the game. So let's go ahead. We just finished posting everything up in the auction house, so we currently have 38 gold on us, and our mailbox are cleared out from all the items, so we've got 254 sales in here. The first page is 152 gold, so what we're going to do, let's go ahead and open all this up. So we start at 38 gold, and we'll see how much we end up with. So we can have a look at some of the items here. We brought a whole heap of these small brilliant shards. They were way under price. So it's good to see that they've sold a decent amount of those. We did buy a lot though. We got some black pearls here, some single elemental airs for 1 gold each, which is nice. We sold all the relics again. It's good to see them 200 stacks for 17 gold, when I believe we're paying like way under 10 gold for 200 of them. So a lot of profit margin with the relics. The next one's got 300. We've got a couple big sales, so that was the 2 big pet sales right there, 85 gold and 92 gold. So the next clear out is looking really good. Very, very happy with 350 gold from the second mailbox. Mainly coming from those pets, where we made around like 50 to 50 plus gold profit on each of those. So we're at the last little bit that should be showing us the last 10. There we go. So we've got another 230 gold in the mailbox we need to collect. So let's go ahead and do that. So we should be looking at around 550 gold. Still got a couple items here. These twink items we got for real cheap. Yeah, so we'll be sitting at about 550 liquid gold, which is really, really nice actually. So what we're going to do now is find the best deals. So it's looking really, really good just there. Nice. And here is our profit on our ledger on TSM. So our top item currently was the dream foil, then we got the relics, then we got the small glimmering shards. We bought them for like a couple silver each, and we resold them for 75 silver, which was really, really good flip. Then we've just got an assortment of a whole heap of different items right here, looking really good. Right, here's the biggest percent flips that we've had. So we obviously brought this for 1 copper, resold it for 1 silver. They're just little buyers though. We got the mine pick for 77 copper, resold for 65, so that's pretty good percent wise. Then also the small glimmering shards. However, let's get back to what we're doing. So if you didn't know, if you're at Alliance, the auction house is inside of here. What you can do is you can make a macro that will target this auctioneer right here, and then you can turn on your interact hotkey in your settings. I'll just show you it actually. So you just write in enable interact key, and then you'll set it to the keybind you want. I have it to equal, which is right here. So I make a macro also to target. This is the one to target the auctioneer. So you click that one first, and then the interact keybind, and it will actually open up the auction house for you outside the auction house. And this is really good because you can use the mailbox here, then you just click that interact key again, and you can swap in between the two very, very easily. So it's very, very convenient to be able to actually do this. Alright, so what we're going to do, we might as well just throw these up on there real quick, and there we go. Post those up, and let's go ahead and do a shopping scan. So I think what we're going to do is, we've got 550 gold. I think we'll do material flips. We might just do a quick scan, see if there is any twink items, because this round does have a lot of PvPers. So if we can get some cheap twink items, we might be able to sell them fairly easily on this realm. I only like to buy the twink items and the gear if they're under like 50% of the market value, and the buy price obviously has to be lower than the region sale average, which is the average price that sells for across all the realms on your region. I like to keep it above that. Wow, the Assassin's Blade going for 40k. That'd be good to farm. Oh, the Shadow, where was it? Shadow Fang. Someone's got Shadow Fang listed for 69k. It's probably a good farm actually to go and farm that. However, let's go ahead and do a material scan. Let's do all the materials. Let's let it run. So we'll do a scan on all the materials and we'll see what good deals we can come across. Ooh, we got a decent amount of sales coming in actually. Very nice. We've still got the browse shopping scan going at the moment. We're a little bit into it. We got a bit way to go. So once it's done, we'll go ahead and buy the items. You can always buy items too as soon as they just come in while the scan is still going. So for an example, this would be a good flip to right here. So let's go ahead and buy these. You can also do it like this. This way you don't really miss any of the good deals. They get up on there quick and someone snipes them and buys them before you have a chance. So you can do it like this. What I normally do though is just throw the scan on, jump on my other account for a couple minutes and mess around or go make a coffee or something like that. But you can do it while the scan is going. So we've had a lot of success with these relics. There's only one posted way under price. Someone trying to bait a cheap price. Looks like it's the same person doing it with a bit of everything. We'll go ahead and grab some free gold off this guy. Cheers, mate. Thank you. And what else has he posted on? Not too many by the looks of it. Alright. So what else we got here? Well, we'll let the scan finish anyways. Because we might find some better deals with a bit better percent. Remember, we can go all the way up to 70%. I'm comfortable with going around 70% all the way down to 0. Any higher, there's just not enough room really for too much profit. Alright, so we'll let scan go through and we'll try to spend all this 550 gold. Alright, we're done buying the items. This is the first inventory of items. Let's go ahead and get these up in the auction house. Alrighty, so we've finished posting everything up in the auction house. The total worth of the auction house is sitting at 8,815 gold. So we have a nice value here at the moment. We've got a few sales coming in. We've also got a few in the mailbox from the past like 20 minutes. So I think we're going to come back in a few hours and we'll see what we've sold. Alright, so it's been about a day. Let's jump back on Buffy Token and sort out the mailbox, relist all the expired listings, and obviously buy some more investments. Alright, so let's see what we're working with here. So everything is expired. We've got a lot of mail to open. So what I think we'll do, we've got 45 gold on us. We will get everything out that is expired. We'll post it up on the auction house just so the mailbox is just full of sales. Alrighty, so we've cleared out the mailbox. We should just have sales left in it. So in the first 100 we have 240 gold, which is really nice. We've got, well, we sold some of the pets that we brought, materials, decent amount of the dream foil. Alright, awesome. So let's get the greater astral essence. They sold for a good price. Anyways, let's clear out the mailbox. So we're sitting at 16 gold at the moment after listing everything up on the auction house. So let's go ahead and we'll collect all the gold and we'll see what we are left with and how much gold we've made. Alright, so the next lot is another 120 gold. Hopefully we can get up over 500 gold. Fingers crossed. So we'll let this go through and we'll come back in a second. And we just passed 300 gold in the bags. We've still got 130 mails to open up. Hopefully we have a few big sales in the last lot that needs to load. There we go. 113 gold just there. And we still have about 20 odd ones that need to load up, which will load any second now. So I think we're going to be over 500 gold, which is really, really good. We'll be able to use that gold to reinvest and buy a lot more flips with it. And there we have it, 500 gold, perfect. So what we'll do now is we'll run a shopping scan. We'll try to spend all of the gold possible. There's no point having it sit in our bags just yet. We want to have enough for a token, so we're going to need to invest more gold. So we'll do a shopping scan, and we'll do a shopping scan on the materials. We might actually do a scan on everything to see what we can find, if there's any good deals on the auction house. So I'll come back after we've brought everything and we'll post it up on the auction house. Alrighty, so we just finished spending all the gold. We've got 112 gold left on us. We've got a whole heap of items that we need to post up on the auction house. So we'll go ahead, post everything, and then we'll check out the total worth of the auction house. Oh, while we were buying these, we actually had a whole heap of gold bars come through. We're going to have to take this out to get to the items. So what we'll do is we'll just take out all the single bars that we sold. So we got more room in the mailbox for items. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. We can collect it all. We'll get the gold too, and we'll start actually stacking up our gold. We'll have a decent amount of items listed on the auction house, so we can start building up our gold in our bags so we can reach the token. Let's go ahead and actually collect this then, and we'll keep the gold on us, and we'll post all the items. As you can see, we sold all of the gold bars that we invested in a few episodes back, which is really good to see. Alright, so we're going to clear out all the items and post them up on the auction house. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Accounting, auctioning, and let's go. Alright, so we've just done posting all the items. Let's go ahead and check out the total worth of the auction house, which is sitting at 10,854 gold, which is extremely good. We've got 2,000 items listed. We've got a few sales coming in actually also. We've got a lot of really good items though. A lot of good materials for really good prices, some recipes, some twink gear, a whole heap of different things that we're flipping. However, I think we've got a decent catalog on the auction house to make the token. So what we're going to do now is save up a bit of the gold. We'll still buy things that are definitely worth buying, but we'll start saving up the gold a bit, and we should be able to buy the token pretty soon. At this rate, we have a lot of items that are going to sell really quickly here, and we've got 10.8k listed, so surely we could get the 5k to sell out of that pretty quickly. But we will still do shopping scans and buy materials that are just definitely too good to pass up when buying. But we'll come back in a few hours and we'll see what sales we've got waiting in the mailbox. Alrighty guys, so it's the next day. We're back on Buffy token. Let's see what is going on with our auction. So I'm pretty sure we'll have to repost everything. Yep. Oh, we have 2,000 mails. This might take a second or two. However, what we're going to be doing is clearing out the mailbox of all the items. We'll post those up on the auction house, and then we'll see what gold we're left with. Alright, so we have to start taking out some of the gold. We've got a whole heap of sales here, 100 in a row, so we can't see any more of the items. So what we'll do is we'll clean out all this gold. So we've got 230 gold in this lot right here. So let's go ahead and we'll take all of that. We started off about 200 gold. So we see what we'll end up with after all this. So we sold all of the crystallized air, like a whole lot of them. As you can see, just stacks and stacks of them. Might even have more that have sold on the next page. We'll have to see. Alright, so we've got 68 items in the mailbox, so we should be able to clear out all the items through those slots. We're currently sitting at 446 gold after that little clean out, which was 230 gold. However, we'll get all these items up in the auction house and we'll see what other sales are left in the mailbox. Alright, so we're back to just having gold in the mailbox. We've got 177 gold in this little clear out. A couple plans there, some recipes. It looks like the rest is materials. Let's go ahead and let's actually take that out. We'll take all that gold out. So that'll bring us up over the 500 mark already, which is really good. So we'll go ahead. I'm glad that we sold all these crystallized airs. We made a lot of profit actually on selling those ones. We sold the rest of the dream foil. Smart. brilliant shards also. Alright, so we'll clear out the mailbox of this gold and we'll see what is in the next 100. So by the looks of it, we got some decent sales actually. So we got the fell scales that sold. Let's do a quick refresh just so we have a full 100 of mails in the mailbox. Let's open this back up. Alright, so we're at 600 gold. The next 100 clear out in the mail is another 220 gold. Let's go ahead and we might actually clear it all out and we'll just see what we end up with at the end. If you hold shift and then you click one of the TSM buttons down here like open or sold, if you hold shift in, it will actually keep on opening it after it refreshes, where if you just click it without shift, it will just do what is loaded. So by holding that, ooh, it jumped up to 300 there. What do we got? We must have some big sales. Ooh, nice. We actually sold that pet. The leaping hatchling, really nice. I think we paid 50 gold for that. So a nice 150 gold profit off that one. That's very, very good. Alright, so we're already at about 900 gold. Here's another 250 gold coming through. So we're actually going to be over that 1000 gold mark, which is really good. We still have another 100 items mails to actually open. So once the last food load up, we'll know exactly what we're working with here. Alright, there it is, another 75 gold. Alright, that is really, really good. We're actually at about 1200 gold, roughly. And we have a whole heap of really, really good items. So we actually had a lot of sales overnight, which is very, very good. So what we'll do is we'll get the rest of these things posted up in the auction house and we will run a shopping scan. Now we're only going to be buying items that are really, really, really worth buying, that I think will sell quick, because we're pretty much got enough gold and items to actually make enough for a token. So I'll just show you the auction house. I'll post the rest of these, then we'll have a look at the total worth. But we're sitting at like 1.2k liquid gold at the moment, and we have a lot of really good items up on the auction house that we should be able to make a lot of gold from. Oh, the large radiant shards are selling too. Alright, so we'll post up the rest of these and we'll check out the total worth of the auction house. Alright, so we're done posting them up. The auction house is sitting at 8,721 gold. So for an example, if we were to sell about half of that and the gold that we got, we would have enough for a token. However, we will buy a few more items to flip, anything that's just really, really, really worth flipping. So we'll mess around, we'll do some scans on the group, on the flipping guide, and we'll see what we can come across. Do the materials first, and we might buy, if there's an item that pops up while the scan is going, that is really, really, really worth buying, we'll go ahead and buy that up. However, we won't just be buying anything with a tiny bit of profit, because we want to grow this liquid gold in our inventory so we can get this token. What is the token currently sitting at? Let's have a look before we do the scan. So token is currently at 4,815 gold. So it actually went down a little bit since I last checked it. I believe it was like 5.2. So 4.8 is very achievable with all the auctions that we have. I believe we could get that very, very soon. However, let's go ahead and do the shopping scan and we'll see what else we can buy. Alright, we're done buying items. We brought a decent amount of items that were worth flipping, some really good prices. So what we'll do is we'll get these up on the auction house. We might even run a few more scans in the background, and if we find like the odd item that's worth flipping, we might buy it, and we'll throw that up on the auction house also. However, we'll be back. Well, actually first we'll check the auction house value after we post these real quick, and then we'll be back in a few hours, see what sales we got. Here are the items that we got. As you can see, we just did a few market resets for a couple of items. So let's go ahead and get these all up on the auction house so we can make some gold off them. And we have it all posted, and the auction house is sitting at 9,954 gold at the moment. We've got a few sales coming in. So we'll come back in a few hours and we'll see how much gold we've made. We might even, in between there, run a couple shopping scans to just buy some items that are really good flips, like no-brainer flips. So we'll do that, and we'll come back in a few hours and see how much sales we've made. And we're also sitting at 716 gold now. Alrighty guys, so we're back on Buffy Token. We just finished relisting all the items that were expired, so we've just got sales left in the mailbox. And the first 100 is 685 gold. We have a look at some of the items that we sold here. Sold some of the Primal Shadows, the Greater Astral Essence. Oh, very nice. We sold 2 of the Twink items. The Searing Blade, we sold 2 of them, both for 58 gold each. We didn't pay much for those, like 10 gold each, so good profit on those. So some really good items. Let's go ahead and collect we might just collect all 400 and we'll see what we end up with. So we're starting at about 600 gold. Let's see what we've got. So we'll hold shift and this will open them as they refresh into the mailbox. So we start at 600. I wonder what our total clean out is going to be. We should have a lot of sales. If we've got 400 mails that need opening, we should have a decent amount of gold. As you can see, now that we have a little bit more gold to invest, the amount of gold we're getting each mail clear out, which is every like 12 hours or so, is getting bigger and bigger every single time, which is what you want to see. That's the main thing with flipping. If you start not with a lot of gold, like if you start like I did with 0 gold, it will be like a snowball effect. The more gold you spend on flips, the more gold you'll make, and it'll just get bigger and bigger. Like on my main account, I'm getting like 10k in material sales every single day, but it has, like, I've invested a lot more gold on that account. However, we're already up to 1,600. There's 400 gold in that 100, so we're actually going to be over 2k, which is really good. I wonder if we're going to be about halfway to a token. I think they're 4,800 gold each, so we'd need 2,400 gold, which I think we might be able to achieve because we're already at 2k. So we're looking really good, and we're still up 170 mil. Oh, we've got 900 in this one. Would have sold that as big. We sold some plans, and then the chain of moving too quick. But we're definitely over halfway to the token. Wow, we're at 2,800. We're going to actually be at 3,000 gold. Wow, that's really nice. So we're going to be very close to the token actually, which is super exciting. We're not even 2 weeks in yet, starting from 0 and getting to this far, so really good. Yeah, so we'll be at about 1,200 gold. So the token, we'll just check the price after we finish cleaning out all the mailbox, and we still have a lot of good flips up on the auction house that can sell. So I think we will be reaching the challenge pretty soon. Alright, so that's all the mailbox. We cleared out 2,591 gold from that clean out, which is really good. We're currently sitting at 3,184 gold. Alright, let's have a look at the price of the token, see how far off we are for the challenge. So our token right here, so it's currently at 4,679 gold. So we're very close, as you can see. What's that? That's about 1,500 gold off the target, and we've got a whole heap of really good listings that should sell overnight pretty quickly. Like, we've already got a whole heap of sales coming in, and we've still got 12,000 worth of listed items up on the auction house. So I think this is where we'll end this episode. The next episode will be episode 10, and I'm pretty sure we'll reach our goal by next episode, so stay tuned for that. If you'd like to learn how to flip exactly how I am in WoTLK Classic and also in retail, you can check out my flipping guide, which will teach you how to flip, how to set up the add-ons needed for flipping. You also get my TSM groups of items that I recommend flipping and the operations to sell them profitably every single time. That'll be the first link down below in the description box. And I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has been getting the guide lately. It means a lot. Till the next episode, guys, take care.